Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, and I hope you're having a great morning. I hope that it has started out positive. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my morning and where I ended up. So this morning, I had kind of decided that I was going to talk about these ridiculous poses that young girls do when they're in photos, where they push their chest way out and stick their butt way out, and their back is arched into like abnormal positions that should be reserved for Cirque du Soleil. And then, I'm not even joking you, I was listening to, I'm a person of faith, and so I was listening to some Bible verses and a story, and the story of Joseph was brought up. And for those of you who don't know the story, the short version is that Joseph was the youngest of 8 brothers, and he was very favored by his father. And it made his brothers jealous, so he was sold into slavery, and he spent 8 years being a slave, then he spent 8 years in jail, but eventually he ends up being Pharaoh's right hand. And so what happens after that is the brothers come into Egypt, and they have lost their fortune. And by they, I mean the whole family, the father as well. And so Joseph shows them this immense kindness and sends them with 10 donkeys full of goods and 10 donkeys full of things to help them grow their estate. And the lesson in that was taught today was to just be incredibly gracious, because you don't know where you're going to end up down the line, and you don't know what you're being put through. And tying this back to my initial thing I was going to talk about this morning, where I landed was that, wow, I really do not need to think thoughts about how others want to pose or how they want to take their photos, because the bottom line is it's none of my business. And the other bottom line is I don't need to impact anyone's day negatively by having those thoughts. So that's kind of where I ended up. I promised you guys I would be very truthful and very open and honest. And that's my morning. And so I hope that some part of you enjoys this and is able to process this and be just a little nicer to someone that you might have looked at otherwise. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.